Hello, how's it going today? And NCAA March Madness going to be starting up for too much longer. This is my Give Me a Break video number 2. I just got finished listening to Dr. Phyllis Boniface on the Louder Crowder show. This was recorded on the 9th of this month. Dr. Phyllis Boniface obviously got me worked up. I'm pro-marijuana, guys. I'll let you know that right now. I think it should be legalized. And medical marijuana does and has properties that can help those that have cancer. They feel better. The effects of the cancer isn't as bad on them. Is it a cure? I think that's stretching it, as I said in my last video. Okay? And in a minute, I'm going to show Dr. Phyllis Boniface that what she said I could have easily studied in less than 30 minutes and had spit out the same thing she did during that interview. I mean, I didn't see anything unique about what she said. I just saw her just coming out of her mouth. And I'm going to show you in just a minute that what I could do, just memorizing some of the stuff she said. I mean, it's stuff that we were taught years ago in school. Same exact wordage came out of her mouth. So nothing new. I didn't learn nothing from her at all. Okay. Louder Crowder. Let's see something here. Let me find this for a minute. I'm sorry, guys. I mean, this video, I'm not as prepared as I like to be. Hang on one second. Let's see what he said. Okay. Now, I made a comment. This woman is an idiot. Well, to be honest with you guys, she really isn't. I just was pissed off. Now, I made a comment here. She had stated that it causes memory loss, memory problems. I can't disagree with her. I've seen friends of mine that smoked huge amounts of marijuana over a period of time, and they're like, they forget to go use the bathroom. I don't disagree with that statement, but recreational use, I've never had a problem with that. Okay, so I have smoked it for many years. I went to college, which I did, got my human service degree. Also received a social science degree as well as an emphasis on psychiatry. I got a 3.85. I laughingly will say that maybe if I didn't smoke marijuana during that period of time, maybe I'd have gotten a 4.0. Who knows? Many of our doctors and other people do not have problems she discussed. I don't know exactly what I meant by that. The wordage is not what I was wanting to say. Pretty much what I was saying in that there are prominent doctors, lawyers, teachers, presidents. I can just count. 1 in 3 people at one time or another has smoked pot. And I'm going to read this on WebMD for you in just a second. Presidents have admitted doing it. Now, what really... I basically stated that there are other drugs out there as harmful. Prescribed medication. I'll tell you a little bit about this. I was prescribed Lamictal by a psychiatrist. I learned that I had a little bit of a pre-diabetic problem. High glucose level. Okay. I will say this. I went and educated myself on Lamictal and found out that it actually does mess with the glucose. Okay. So other medications that are legal, that are prescribed, as she stated, were studied years and years and years and years and years. I guess they studied them on dogs and cats and rats and whatever. It's still not all that good for you. I mean, for me, I can't handle hydrocodone, oxycodone, Percocet. I mean, I just can't do it. It makes me dizzy. I get disoriented. I don't feel good. I get irritable. Okay, so those medications to me are as bad, if not worse. Okay, so let me finish this up. Oh, okay. My next statement is, oh, and let's talk about pain medications, which I just did, and other harmful drugs that are prescribed every day. Okay, Steven Crowder made a reply. Let's see here. We actually did talk about both those things exactly. We actually did talk about both those things exactly. Obviously, he didn't go to school to learn English. Okay, maybe put down the pipe. Stephen, to be perfectly frank with you, I do wish they had a pipe right now with some in it. And don't get me wrong, Stephen, I love you, dude. I know you got a great show, and trust me, I'm going to be watching some more of your shows. I love your shows. You may disagree, fine, but they're specifically addressed. Okay. Now, let me go here for a minute, and let me show you just how intelligent I am. Okay? No, as a matter of fact, let me do this. I don't think this is last too long here, and I now can't find. Oh, here we go. I want you to listen to this. If it'll start.
How does marijuana affect you? In this article, physical effects, changes to mind and mood, risks of marijuana use. If you've ever smoked a joint or eaten a pot-laced brownie,
Which
you're
I
hardly
have.
alone. More than 1 in 3 people in America have tried marijuana at one point in their lives.
1 in 3.
Though occasional use isn't usually harmful, pot can affect your body and mind any time it gets into your system.
Amen.
Here's what you need to know. Physical effects.
Now, this is what Dr. Bonyface spit out of her mouth.
It has an active ingredient called THC that makes you feel high. THC and other compounds in marijuana can also affect the way your body works.
Amen.
Most people smoke the plant's dried leaves, flowers, stems, and seeds.
Or all together.
But marijuana can also be mixed into food, like brownies,
Yummy.
cookies,
Yummy.
and lollipops.
Ooh, lollipop.
Brewed as a tea, or inhaled with a vaporizer. No matter how it gets into your system, it affects almost every organ in your body.
Don't
and your
disagree.
nervous system and immune system,
There you
too.
go.
When you smoke pot, your body absorbs THC right away.
Yep.
If you eat a baked good or another item, it may take much longer for your body to absorb THC.
That makes sense.
Because it has to break down in your stomach before it enters your bloodstream.
Yep.
You may notice changes in your body right after you smoke.
Woohoo!
The effects usually stop after 3 or 4 hours.
Man, okay.
Smoking pot can increase your heart rate by as much as 2 times for up to 3 hours. That's why some people have a heart attack right after they use marijuana.
They smoke a lot real
quick. It can increase
quick.
bleeding, lower blood pressure, and affect your
blood sugar. Remember I told you about Lamictal.
We don't yet know if marijuana is linked to higher odds of getting lung cancer. But the process does irritate your lungs, which is why regular pot smokers are more likely to have an ongoing cough and to have lung-related health problems like chest colds and lung infections.
Very true.
Other physical effects of marijuana include dizziness, shallow breathing, red eyes and dilated pupils,
dry mouth, increased appetite,
slowed reaction time. If you drive after using marijuana, your risk of being in a car accident more than doubles. If you're a long-time user, you can have physical withdrawal symptoms like cravings, irritability, sleeplessness, and less appetite when you stop.
Okay. All right. So you had an opportunity to hear some of that stated. Now, I'm going to go down here for a minute.
How does marijuana affect you?
No, woman.
Article.
Hush. Having a hard time controlling her. She's kind of like Dr. Bonyface. She won't shut up. Okay, hang on 1 second, guys. I'm going to go down here for a minute. Let me go back to page 1 here. Let me go down here for a minute. Okay, it says other physical effects of marijuana include dizziness. Remember I was talking about hydrocodone, oxycodone, Percocet that had been prescribed for me. I get dizzy. One of the medications, actually, I did have some shallow breathing, I remember. As a matter of fact, some of the medications I take, if I go out and take a walk, I have sort of a hard time breathing sometimes. Red eyes, I have red eyes, and don't matter what I do. Dry mouth, I have cotton mouth all the time on medication prescribed to me. One of the medications I was prescribed, I did have increased appetite. I quit smoking, so now I don't have that nicotine to speed up metabolism, so I put on some weight. Slowed reaction time. Okay, marijuana, alcohol, sedative hypnotics, they all do that. Every single one of them. So you've had the opportunity now to hear what they said. So I'm saying I don't disagree with Dr. Bonyface, but she just spit out words that I just found on WebMD. I don't discount her work as a psychiatrist or psychologist. I'm not sure. She didn't really make a statement. I think she says she prescribes, so I guess she is a psychiatrist. I still say that I should be able to make the decision if I want to smoke marijuana or not smoke it, and regardless if it's legalized or not legalized, people are going to continue to buy it and continue to do it. However, the problems right now is that we have law enforcement that are out there trying hard to catch marijuana coming in. And you imagine how much money is that we're spending from our taxes doing this? Also, there's a lot of problems with young people right now that are having to break the law to buy it legally. I really believe that the change lately in the thinking about marijuana is a wonderful, wonderful thing. People are now seeing it as not as horrible, as bad as it used to be. Being a pro-marijuana, I say that it's not that I don't find anything wrong health-wise. Obviously, if I smoke enough of it long enough and great amounts, something's going to happen to me. But every so often, you know, what I used to love to do is I come home after work and I got a little one-hit pipe, and I take a couple of hits off of it and drink maybe a beer or a little glass of wine and just kind of lay back like this and sort of just relax. Maybe watch a movie or something and then go to bed. Also, when I would do that, I slept a lot better and didn't wake up with a hangover. Let's talk about Flexeril. Flexeril is a muscle relaxant. Most people have reported taking that. Now let's see. I'm going to pull this out of my... and you know, the older you get, the more drugs you get. I've learned that. And I'm sorry, guys. I mean, when I was a substance abuse counselor, I could pronounce some of these. I'm gotten to the age now that, let's see, cyclobenzaprine, 5 milligram tablets. So they recommend 10, generally, to take. 10. And what it does is it just knocks you out. Bam. I mean, I took it and I forgot to set the alarm clock. I forgot to do a lot of things, man. I was just, boom, I was right back on the bed, sleeping like a baby. I slept about 12 to 14 straight hours. But yet, that's a safe drug. Let me see if I can do this. Do you see this? This is legal. I can buy this. Okay? What this is that this is, and I wish I could read what was on this. Guarantee you some of the crap that's in it, like, is not all that good for me. But anyway, this is supposed to, it's a mood and relaxation 100 milligrams. I can buy it legal. Okay, let's talk one other thing here. I'm on a roll today. Let's talk about the synthetic marijuana that came out. And I will admit I was dumb enough to give it a try. I think it's kind of stupid. I didn't really like it, and believe me, I didn't do it for very long. I really found that to be, guys, I mean, I'm embarrassed to even say I tried it. I really am. Stuff like that comes out is the reason behind why legalizing marijuana, that'll be over with. Let's talk, I'm sorry, I'm rambling. Let's talk about prohibition for a minute, alcohol. Speakeasies. They used to get alcohol illegally. Okay? So it wasn't controlled, it wasn't clean, it could cause problems. Okay? So my point to Dr. Bonyface is that, yeah, you're right. And I just played that exact what you said, I just played. Verbatim. I just did it in a nutshell instead of sit here and listen to you for 40-something minutes running your mouth. So guys, once again, I see nothing wrong with legalizing it. As a matter of fact, I think there's going to be more benefits to legalizing marijuana. It's going to give people the opportunity to choose to do so or not to do so. I've always said, and I've said it in my last video, you know, Dr. Bonyface, to be perfectly frank with you, let's make it all illegal to get. All pain medications, cigarettes, alcohol, marijuana, and all the rest of them. Let's just make it all illegal. I can do so and live without any of them. I mean, any of them. Period. I don't need the pain medication. Half the time it's prescribed to me, I don't even use it. I had some hydrocodone written by a doctor, and I looked on the prescription because I thought about taking some, and it had already expired. I had to throw it away. So I can do without it. So let's outlaw all of it. You know, why is it we legalize some things and some things we don't? I don't know. So that's my 2 cents worth. And give me a damn break.